Well, hello, hello, hello. This is Money Talks with Ayanna Smith, and I am your host, Ayanna Smith, and I help people make and save money in a tax-free manner. But I drill down and really hone in on the professional lady who is 35 to 65 years old who really needs to get a better understanding, a better handle on what her money needs to do for her and how she can make the appropriate tweaks, changes, and strategies, implement those strategies to help elevate her income and make things go through the roof for her. But we don't exclude the men because, of course, if you have a partner, a significant other, a husband, then that is even more meaningful to make sure that we're not only drilling down for you, but you and your family. So again, this is Ayanna Smith with Money Talks with Ayanna Smith, and I am here tonight, whenever you are watching, to share a few tips. It's not an exhaustive list, but it is something that we need to take an account for, being that we are going into 2022, and we will hear so many slogans and banners and all of that will be connected to that. Every year is always some type of slogan that we hear, but we want to make sure that we are focusing on getting things in order and staying on top of the game. And so I put a post up recently on social media that says it was a declaration that I had actually seen from someone else's post. One of my friends on social media said that, I declare that I will not live from paycheck to paycheck in 2022. And so many people chimed in on that repost that I did. It was amazing because it really just shared and showed me that people are tired, and we are tired of living from paycheck to paycheck. We want to do better. We want to figure out how to stretch, make more growth happen with our money, show places that we can put our money, that it can increase, that it can be sustainable, that it can create stability for us and our families. And what do we do? Because it's not how much we make, it's how much we save truly. Because many of us make great incomes. We do great things, but sometimes it's almost like we've actually rolled down the window and the money is blowing out the window, right? Even out of the sunroof. So we want to make sure that I can give you some tips, some things that I saw in a great article that I saw through on Inuit with Mint Life. It gave some tips that talks about how to stop living paycheck to paycheck and to manage your income, being able to manage that income. Because when we make income, we want it to stay with us and take care of what we need to take care of, but we also want it to grow with us so it can stay with us and we can have it for the long haul, even while we are taking care of the day-to-day necessities. So one thing that we're looking at when we are checking out this, we want to talk about the 10 ways to stop. So how to stop living from paycheck to paycheck. And of course, again, this is Money Talks with Ayanna Smith, and I'm your host tonight to share a few tips, and then we will get on through this. And if you have any additional questions and a wonderful way to connect with me, of course, connect with me on www.askayanna.com. Of course, we can make an appointment and talk further about your specific needs, because the thing is, it's not a one size fits all. It's a one size fits you. So with that, how to stop living paycheck to paycheck, and we're going to look at some ways to, I'd like to say, enhance or increase our income. Okay, so one way that we can, and hopefully you'll make a few notes of this, make a budget. Now, I don't sit down and help people make budgets because that's not my level of expertise or the area of expertise. I would say that, but make a budget, because we need to know what's coming in and going out. Now, when I sit down and talk with people, that those are the things that we will talk about and can talk about, because we want to make sure that we are benefiting you in the most appropriate way. But make a budget, because it is a time to sit down, look at that budget, see what you have going in, coming out, and then with that number too, you want to focus on those financial goals, because like I said, we're going into 2022 and we're not done with 2021, so it's never too early to start refocusing and reshaping and goaling ourselves. If we want to make sure that we have a certain amount in our savings, we want to make sure that we have a certain amount building in addition to our retirement. We want to create a retirement, because there are so many entrepreneurs now that you're totally out here entrepreneurial all the way from the rooter to the tutor. And you have to, as entrepreneurs, we have to take care of everything for ourselves and build upon it. And our money that we're making isn't just great income, but it's also creating a great bedrock so that our income will steadily come when we are no longer having to work and push and just get out there feverishly doing the same things over and over again. We will have set ourselves up that we have worked hard, and then our money will work even harder for us when it's time to rest or go on trips and not have to worry about your business. Let your business run itself while your money that you've made now takes care of you in the future. And also, we want to look at focus that goal. Is it $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 that you want to have saved in the next 2 to 3 months? How are you going to do that? Of course, if you're making the income, you can chunk some money to the side and make sure that's done and fulfilled. So you set your goal, you know what that is. And also, we want to look at number 2, tracking your spending, because you want to make sure that you know what's going in, coming out, not only with the budget, but you want to make sure that if you are a coffee drinker and you go by your favorite beverage shop daily, how much is that adding up to? If it's $5 a pop, $10 a pop, then you know that adding that up weekly, how many times you go daily, really comes out to money that, wow, maybe I can put that money into some type of saving strategy that can help me, if it's nothing but for a rainy day, just in case that my tire blows out, that, I have to hurry up and get some type of emergency where maybe dishwasher broke down or something to that nature. But you want to make sure that you have those things in place so that you can get going and get moving at all costs. Number 3, cut costs where you can. So when you look at, well, maybe I won't do a certain thing. Maybe I won't go out to eat 3 times a week. I'll go out 1 time a week. So that's cutting the cost. And you look at that times the number of people you have in your home. Will it be cheaper to buy something and cook it at home? Or would it be better if you're single? Sometimes it's maybe better to eat out quickly and come on in. But if you just want to navigate that, however it's going to look for you, make sure that you cut costs where you can. Okay. Number 4, get rid of credit cards. If you can, get rid of your credit cards. If you don't have any, that's great. If you have some, know how to then get a credit specialist to help you to manage that, because there are certain allocations and allotments that oftentimes we're not told generally on what's good, a good amount to have. If you have a certain limit, I'm learning and hearing, of course, and some of my credit specialists can chime in on this and let us know. And of course, I have some credit specialists that I can connect you with. Remember, I always talk about a team. We always need a team: financial professional, credit specialist, your doctor, your mortician, your estate planner. All those people are necessities in making sure that you have what you need. But tonight, looking at that credit area, find out what's going to be that level of credit that is supposed to be taken up, balance to the ratio of debt that's on that credit card, so that it'll make sure that your credit score can come up, stay up if you have them, and keep that established in the case that you need that credit. So it's important to build your credit, but get rid of the credit cards that are just in excess that you can cut and not have in that debt to income ratio. Number 5, pay more towards your debt. So that rolls right into getting rid of the credit cards, because you want to make sure you're paying off your debt so that it won't look so negatively on your reports. Okay. Now, making sure that you pay the minimum is not going to get you to the maximum benefits, but work out a plan that can get you to roll that debt, snowball it, avalanche it. There's so many different styles and types of ways to attack debt, and we want to make sure that you talk to someone that can help you to navigate that and do the best plan for you. And of course, 6, slowly increase your savings contributions, which we talked about earlier, making sure that you have your savings in place, that you're saving for emergency funds, you're saving for your retirement, you're saving for children's college, you're making sure that you have your insurance strategies in place, so that if you got too sick, live too long, die too soon, family is in order, things are in order down the road, you are in order. If you get too sick, you have something that can take care of you, because we don't have to wait to pass away to have beneficiaries get life insurance money. It can help us right now if we get too sick. What will we do if we get too sick and we don't have a few thousand just sitting around while the hospital bills are adding up? So we can talk about that as well. Make sure we set an appointment. Number 7, start a side hustle or increase your business acumen. Start a business. We're always looking for qualified people in our financial industry that can show people how to help make and save money in a tax-free way. So that is a way to create your income and your cash flow, because you want to make sure that cash flow is increased so that you will have uh, cash flowing into your bank account, and you will then be able to do the things that need to be taken care of regarding you and your personal and your family all together. And so with that, what's something you love to do, like to do, or in my case, I never thought about getting into the financial industry and then really understanding that it's something that blends along with the call that I already have in being in that teaching educational field for so many years. It just blends and makes sense because it's a passion to my heart. So start that business that can someday take over and take you into heights unknown, because it has added to your increased value, your bottom line net worth. And number 8, embrace minimalism. Sometimes we need to like just streamline, pull some things back, recreate and say, hey, I really don't need all of this. We may like things, and some people say, well, that's not my story. Well, for some people it is. So it's just all about minimizing, saving money, reducing stress. If you don't have a gargantuan amounts of things to pay for, there's less stress. You're like, I don't need all of that. I'm good. I can drive a certain car, and I'll have to drive another certain car. Both of them have 4 wheels. Or if I do want to, nothing wrong with luxury, that's where you can flow, then make sure it's not cumbersome. So with that, declutter. It says declutter, take out the unneeded stresses in your life. And minimalizing doesn't mean just with things, but it also means a mindset and people sometimes. Minimalize all the extra baggage. I would just say it like that. I don't keep it simple. And number 9, plan ahead. Plan ahead. Now that you've built that budget and you set some goals, and you have to lay out a plan, get out that calendar and say, by XYZ date, I want to have XYZ saved. I want to look at my allocations at my job and see what's going on, get somebody to really explain it to me, what's happening, because oftentimes we check boxes, click stuff online, hit send, and we really don't even know what we have other than they're taking out XYZ money a month from my check. We need to get better in that, so that we will know how to reroute and reallocate money that's going to work for us and build for us and make the things that we need enhanced and elevated, because it's all about increasing and enhancing our income. That's how to stop living from paycheck to paycheck. And 10, stay motivated, because the road is not a get rich quick type scheme. It is over time. It is a long haul. It does not, we didn't get in the situations that we're in overnight. So most of the time we won't get out of them overnight, but as the nights keep going and turning, we'll get out with a plan, with a strategy, with a goal. So that's the pretty much the 10, and we'll do a countdown. Number 10, we said stay motivated. Number 9, plan ahead. Number 8, embrace minimalism. Number 7, start a side business, start a new career, an enhanced career a career that can enhance what you're currently doing. Number 6, slowly increase your savings contributions to build up there. Number 5, pay more towards your debt. Number 4, get rid of credit cards. Number 3, cut costs where you can. Number 2, track your spending. And number 1, we talked about make a budget. So these are just some general things that we can do to enhance our income, to stop the paycheck to paycheck living in 2022. 2022 is upon me and you. So we want to do some things that we can do to make sure that we're doing the best things that we can do. And so, as I always say, money is always talking. even if we aren't talking about it. Make sure that you connect with me by subscribing to my YouTube channel at the Ayanna Smith. And also you can find me on Ask Ayanna _Financial Pro on IG and on my business Facebook page at Ask for Ayanna. I want to talk to you as soon as possible because we need to connect, whether it is enhancing that income and stop that paycheck to paycheck living, or enhancing yourself where you're growing and looking for an additional stream of income and support and flow as you are building that income and building your family's income to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. Just getting financial concepts that will take you to the next level. It's all about moving up. We have to move up. We have to change mindset, and we have the tools to do it. So connect with me, www.askayanna.com, for a complimentary appointment. I look forward to seeing you soon.